yes, I have on a scarf and boots, but Briar and I are at the Hangout, and we're at a scrapbook crop. But Briar and I don't do the normal scrapbooking at all. We do more picture booking. What we do is we just take a weekend to have a mama-daughter trip, and we come here with a group of ladies, and we scrapbook all weekend, and we just do pictures. Now, let me explain why we're outside talking about this. On the inside, they have music playing because it is a restaurant. So they have, and it is at the beach. And let me tell you a little bit about the Hangout. The Hangout has been here for, oh gosh, forever. It was one of the first little snack bars in Gulf Shores. So it's always been the Hangout, but it's grown and grown and grown. And in the summertime, they have things for the kids over on this side. They have music going. They have everything, and their logo that you see on this little tiny chair I'm sitting in is the logo from forever. So when I go inside, I'm going to show you. Here's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the whole area where everybody has everything set up. I'm going to go and show you some of the pictures from the old times, and I'm also going to show you where they have all the gifts, the gift shop, how it is, and I'm going to show you the back. Now they're under construction in the back, and the reason I'm explaining it now is there's music everywhere, so we just don't want to get a copyright strike. Okay, Briar and I are going to go inside, and I'm going to give you the tour. All right, first of all, they have all kinds of these signs that have different wording. This is on the outside. These are the signs that are on the outside before you go in. We're going to go into the gift shop. This gift shop is really special. They have lots of different things. They have tons of socks. But the big thing that everybody likes are the fact that they have the cartoon socks, I guess you would say. That's what all the kids want to come and see. But my grandson, Brax, is a big hat person, and they have a great selection of hats. So that's the first place he heads for, is to look at all the hats. And they have tons and tons of t-shirts, and all of them have logos. Those are the things that they're really love to see. I like the vintage looking ones. Y'all know I'm drawn to that bright color. That just is my favorite color. But I told the grandkids that I would get them t-shirts. So I have to go and look through those so they can tell me what they want. Don't you love those balls in the top of the ceiling? Now, this is where we do scrapbook, and there's lots and lots of ladies, as you see there. We have a whole group that just comes every year, and we know each other, and we have a good time. And scrapbooking is what they mostly do. They do the great-looking things. And we have luncheon there. They're getting ready to feed us lunch. But there's one thing I really want you to see, which is really, it just blows me away. All of those are Pez dispensers. Every one of them. You can look up there and see everyone from your childhood that you ever wanted, from your children's childhood. They are just a mass of them. They even have the special ones up there on the top. But one thing that I really like about them is that they do display the old newspapers. They show, where Gulf Shores was a long time ago. And then they also show some of the queens that they had at the Hangout many long years ago. I think I had a bathing suit like that. But the one in the middle is the queen. Okay, since there's no music back here, this is the original Hangout snack bar. That is so true. And here is some of the bathing suits. You can barely see them. They've blown them up so big that they're all blurry. This is a great saying. When you realize how perfect everything is, you will tilt your head back and laugh at the sky. God makes it all perfect. Now we're going to go outside. This is one of my favorite things. Right now they're under construction because it is wintertime. That's one of the stages. It's called the mermaid stage. There's another chair there, but look at that iron surfer. Is he not cool? But all during the summer, they have all kind of things for children. That's the main stage. They normally have music going on because it is a place for the dancing. And as you see, the tables are out here. That's the main road going down. We call it the T. Now, I really wanted to show you how that we do our scrapbooking. We're doing Disney, as you know, and we're doing the 50th anniversary. I carry the grandkids for their birthdays every year, but this year was really special because it was the 50th anniversary. They even had their own coffee. Can you believe that? But hey, it's Disney. They had their own drinks, slushies. The kids went crazy over them and loved them. And Brax is who I'm doing this for. He is my grandson. And Briar sits next to me, and she does Bryson, her granddaughter. Now, I know everything is kind of close, but this is the best that I could do to give you some sort of view. These are our brochures that we had. I want to incorporate them in some way if I can. And like I was telling you, we do picture cropping. We don't do your scrapbooking like everyone else does. We're more interested in getting as many pictures as we can. There's our Mickey Mouses. We're going to choose the colors for the 50th anniversary, the blues and the purples and the reds that they had. We ordered us Mickey Mouse punches from Amazon, and we've used them, and we always like to put Mickey Mouse on all of them. Of course, you got to have your stars and your music notes. That's just Disney. So we use those quite a bit too. But how we start is I got the Wish Upon a Star. I got this from May a long time ago. She had quite a few different packs, so I grabbed them up, and that's been a long time ago. But we have used them and used them. And the first thing we do is we take our pictures and we crop them down as close as we think we might want to. Sometimes we even fussy cut. But we take our trimmer and we just trim them down before we even start. There's so much. I've cut off more legs than you could ever imagine. One time Brax looked in there and she says, I don't know if we have legs or not. You keep cutting. I said, well, I've got to get a whole lot of pictures on the page. So I do that. But we really enjoyed the fairy tale fireworks. This was something that we've never done before. We were excited to do it. They have it quite a bit, but this time it was special for the 50th. So I just cut off as much of the dark as I can. The favorite thing that we liked about this was that you did start in the early evening, right before it was dark, but once you got on there, it was dark. Now I'm going to flip through and just kind of show you some of our pages. Here again, I'm sorry it's so close, but this was the best I could do without knocking everything over. But you see, we have mostly pictures on here. And it's just a picture program that we use. And I don't know how else to tell you. We don't scrapbook beautifully. We just scrapbook our pictures. It reminds me of my scrapbook in high school, is what it reminds me of. We use our stickers, and we'll take as many pictures as we can and put on one page. The kids love it. That's what we want to do. Now, one thing that I do is I do back some of my pictures, but I don't do it like you normally do it. Brax's favorite color is yellow, but I also use this yellow because it to me, it just kind of looked like the fireworks. But I take my pictures and I arrange them on the page the way I think it would be the best. And then once I do that, I glue it down. Now, a lot of people don't do it this way, but this works for me. And Briar uses it too. We've kind of designed this together because our object is to get pictures on the page. And you'll be surprised, we'll be walking through Disney and the kids will go, hey, this will look great in the book. So they decide how they want to do it. We take the pictures and we just go right on. But it's just one of those things that Briar and I get to do together. We have a lot of fun. We are forever looking for a new place to go eat, but we find out that even though we are on the coast, and don't tell Bucky this because he is a seafood guy, one of our favorite places is the pizza place. We love to go to the pizza place. So Bucky always goes, I can't believe you're getting pizza at the beach, but it's great. We do that a lot. But then I trim it up with my trimmer. The little bump on the trimmer right before where you cut through, that's kind of my guideline. And then after I do that, I arrange them back on the page. And do you see that little piece right there? Those are glasses that you had around your neck, but you held them up. And when you look through it, it made the fireworks three-dimensional. I thought that was pretty cool. And the other thing with this that everybody loved is it had a dessert bar on the boat. When you walked in and you walked up the stairs, it was a dessert bar. And they had cookies and cakes, and they had, the little push-up pops that you have? They had the push-up pops, but it was multicolored Rice Krispie treats. Those were really good. And they had a lot of little small cakes and that had puddings in them or jellies in them. They had a chocolate bar where there were, oh gosh, I bet there were 50 or 60 different chocolate bars. If you do go and you can do a separate event, this is one of our favorite ones that we did. We got to be, hey, you're on the water, you're on a boat, you've got fireworks and food. What more can you like? Now, here is another thing that you all will probably laugh about this. I probably use half a roll of Scotty. I mean, I love to pop up something. I love to make dimension. If you see me and all of my crafts I do, I will like dimension. I like for it to pop up. Now, the paper that's under this firework is glitter. I love glitter. Now, let me explain that. I don't like loose glitter. I like glitter paper. I like glitter on clothes. I like glitter shoes, as you all have seen my glitter shoes. But this is just I just wanted you to see a sample. When I say I scrapbook, this is how I scrapbook. Now, once we get our page laid out the way that we want it to be laid out. Oh, by the way, you see down there in the right corner, I fussy cutted that. So, hey, I do enjoy that. And that's that one in the right-hand corner down on the left-hand page. That is the bar for all of the treats that there was. So, and Brax and Bryson loved it. I dove in there too. It was pretty good. I blew my diet probably, oh gosh, that one day. But we really enjoyed it. We had a great time. We didn't have any casualties. We kept being afraid we were going to fall off the boat because we were leaning over so far. But you could see the fireworks from the Magic Kingdom. That was the ones that we were looking at. And it was just very different. And I just encourage you, if you get a chance to do it, the fairy tale fireworks is just a treat that we so enjoyed. Now, when we get through with doing our pages, we put them in a sleeve just to protect them. We just want them to be protected as much as we can. And when we finish everything, now we're doing 10 years and we're caught up this year. So we're going to put them in the books for the children. Brax is going to have
there's going to be more than one book, but Brax is going to have one and Bryson is going to have one. And I just hope it's something that they'll cherish forever. Now, this scrapbooking event happens every year, and it's done Gigi's. I taught for Gigi before I even taught at May's. It's been that is how long I've known her and gone to this event. It started out when I was teaching, but then when Briar and I started going as a mother-daughter retreat, basically, I don't teach there. I am just a May teacher, and so that's what I do is teach for May. But we just enjoy this weekend. We get to hang out. We don't have any other time that we are together. In fact, on our way down there, Briar said, "You know, Mom, this is the only time that we get to be together, just us." I never thought about that. But during our normal everyday life, we're with ball games. We're always with someone else. So this does give us a concentrated amount of time. And I encourage you to do that with your son or your daughter, because especially an adult daughter. My daughter is, don't tell anybody, she's 52 years old. So she's older now, and it's more like hanging out with a friend the older they get. And it does give you a bond, and we do have a bond. Now, I get mad at her, she gets mad at me, but, once we have our weekend, we get to have some girl time. And I really, really enjoy that. So I guess this is more of an excuse for us to be together than it is for us to really accomplish anything. We're on our last leg of Disney, and not this coming year, but the next year we're going to start on doing a baby book. She's going to do a baby book for Bryson. I'm going to do one for Brax. Now, the reason I do it and his mother doesn't do it is because this is just not her thing. She just is not this thing. She's very encouraging. She gives us ideas, but scrapbooking and arts and crafts is just not her thing. She's my fashion girl. She can pull off any fashion. In fact, she and I have a trip that we go to, and what we do is we go shopping because that's something she enjoys and I enjoy. So I guess you would say what this does for us is it bonds us, and it gives us a time to enjoy each other. And I find out things about Briar that I would have never found out had we not had this mother-daughter time. So something that started out as I guess you would say, a mission has turned into a blessing. So I just totally enjoy getting off and having the time. Now, something I'm doing right now is I have a silver and a gold pen. It's a paint pen. I've picked it up. May's had them before. I've gotten from her. I love those. You can pick them up in any other hobby place. Even Dollar Tree has some. But I kind of like to use them because it just kind of gives a little shine to it. Just something a little different on there. I'm not real sure where this one came from, but I do know it's about to run out of paint. But see how it just kind of pops that out? And you know me, I've got to do some squiggling, some scrubbing around on some stuff. I got to have that little bit of grunge, I guess you would call it. But the stickers are the things that we use. We love to use stickers. We're always in the market for stickers. We love to find stickers everywhere. But I just wanted to show you this technique. It's simple, it's super easy. It's no fuss, no muss. And the best thing about doing Disney is we have to Mickey up. That's what we call it. Every page has one of our Mickey Mouses on it. We even put a hidden Mickey in there every once in a while. But we put as many as we can. So there's my page. Super simple, super easy. Hey guys. Well, I did not film the last day. It was raining and it was cold, and Briar and I decided to leave early. So after I videoed showing you how we did the pages, we packed up, and as you see, I'm home. I love every one of you. Hit the subscribe button and come along with me with my adventures. We're always doing something different, always doing something new. So, till our next adventure,